Hello, and welcome to this demo of my new app called What Looks Good, done in April 2018. It's sort of a hack in that it was done in a few weeks and the code base is small, but I think it's amazingly rich and deep for the amount of effort spent, for sure. And it counts as more evidence for Peter Norvig's claim that data trumps algorithms. This is a fairly simple algorithm, and the data turns out to be really useful. The data is from Las Vegas and several other cities. It was made available by Yelp for research. All right, what is this app for? Well, partly it's a different emphasis than Yelp. Yelp is oriented around restaurants and reviews. This interface is oriented around dishes and photos. Yelp's data does not actually have the concept of a dish. It had to be derived using natural language processing and statistics. There are two target users. One is the person who needs help deciding what to eat, because the interface lets you start with a vague idea and end up with something very specific. The other user is someone who wants a particular dish and is looking for the restaurant that does it right. By the way, the link below in this video description takes you to the live site where you can click around all you want. In fact, I recommend you pause the video and start by exploring the UI for a few minutes to see what happens. Okay, so what are we looking at here? These are user photos that were uploaded to Yelp where the user provided a nice short caption, one that just says what it is. The particular set of photos on this page was picked out not by humans, but by stats. For each photo, at least 15 other photos with exactly the same caption were uploaded from 15 other restaurants. Okay, we can also, get to the fuller list of all the dishes that were found by clicking up here. There's about 3,500 of them. Let's just take a quick look at what type of fish there is. These are all the things that were found that contain the string fish. Okay, let's get into it. Here's the full-size photo for the menu page, the first page, the home page. Agadashi tofu, arugula salad, baklava, banchan, beet salad, bibimbap. Let's dive into bibimbap. So click on the photo. This takes us to a page dedicated to this dish, generated on the fly. Below we see all the restaurants that offer bibimbap and the picture that we found of it. There's a lot of them. And on top, what we have are a number of related dishes. These related dishes are calculated by looking at all the restaurants that offer bibimbap, looking at all the dishes offered by all of those restaurants, so that's a large amount of stuff, and then counting them all up and comparing the distribution to the global distribution. And we look for ones that are unusual there. So these are dishes that are disproportionately represented among the restaurants that offer bibimbap. Let's take a quick look at some photos of this. Now, so here we see one of the main points of this interface is it lets me look at multiple restaurants offering the same dish and see how they look, how they compare. It'll help me decide where I want to go to get my bibimbap. Now, let's jump off to something different. I picked pork belly. Let's see what that. So with pork belly, we have a bunch of related dishes up top. What was I going to do? Let's try the saba, which is mackerel. Now down here, let's take a quick look at some of the different ways of preparing and presenting saba. You can see it's quite different. Okay. Now finally, let's take a look at the other sort of view of this, which is around the restaurant. So again, these are pages generated on the fly. And we're looking at this particular restaurant, and down below we have all of the dishes offered by this restaurant that were found. These contain some text that we identified as being a dish. And up on top we have similar restaurants, related restaurants, which are calculated in the parallel way to related dishes. In this case, we look at all the dishes offered by this restaurant. We look at all of the restaurants offering those dishes, and then compare that list to the overall general stats to find the unusually connected restaurants. Okay, so you can see that you can navigate this graph by going from dish to restaurant that offers a dish, from restaurants to the dishes they offer, from dishes to related dishes, and from restaurants to related restaurants. And that's it. Thanks a lot for listening.